We have a lot to talk about today. Good things, bad things, exciting things. It's a lot to talk about. Okay, first things first, it is super busy in the store today. This is my first Saturday working since I've been back, and I'm loving that it's busy because I'm making money. I'm about to go sell these black diamond studs here to some customer. Um, I think it's a bad buy, but he really wants them, so I don't care. But okay, so I'll give you a recap and I'll talk about it much later on once I get some time to talk. Okay, so today is my brother's birthday. He's 20 years old today. Happy birthday, Wesley. Like I remember when he was just born. Like, what the hell? Like, now the boy's 20 years old now. Number two is Caesar's. No, my best friend Caesar. His birthday was on Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever day, on the second, whatever day the second was. And basically, like, I did a little video for him and everything. But what you guys don't know, which I couldn't share with you guys because I didn't want to spoil surprise because he watches the vlogs, was that his boyfriend and I got together and we basically surprised him by flying his mom out to Florida for his birthday. So it was a whole birthday surprise. It was a surprise party, a whole surprise and everything. Next thing, which is the bad part. This morning, my channel got flagged for copyright infringement. And basically, they took down one of my videos. They took down my Beyonce reaction formation video. And my account is on probation for 6 months, so I'm like a little pissed at that. I'll go in further detail with that later, but I have to get back on the floor. But those are the three things I'm going to talk about today. If anything else pops up in between, I'll let you guys know afterwards too. Alright, talk to you in a few. Okay, now that I'm home and had time to rest and eat and relax and chill out, let's talk about everything. So again, today is my brother's birthday. He's 20 years old. He's a grown-ass man, basically. Like, he's officially a grown-ass man. Or does it 21 make him a grown-ass man? Either way, he's a grown-ass man. But it's crazy, like, I remember the day my mom brought him home from the hospital. It was like maybe 3 or 4 days later after he was born, and we were having like a snowstorm, and she walked in that house, and she had like she had a blanket wrapped up in her arm. So I'm thinking like, okay, like maybe that's like something that she needs, to make her feel better. And then and that his dad was bringing him in the car seat because he was right behind him with the car seat. So we're like, well, where's the, so he comes in the door, and we're like, well, where's the baby? And she's like, he's right here. I'm like, and he was like so little, he was like this big. I'm like, that's the baby? Like, where's the rest of him at? But then I was like, what, 11? Yeah, I was 11 years old then, so it was like, I didn't know anything about babies back then. But I just remember, like, I remember, like, seeing him, like, as a baby, and then, like, I remember my mom was pregnant with him, and I was so excited to, like, finally meet my brother, because, for 11 years, I was an only child. So I was happy, and, that I was going to have a little brother. But then, I remember, like, after him being home for, like, a week or two, I was like, Ma, he does nothing but sleep and eat, and he mostly sleeps. So she was like, yeah, that's what, babies do, and as he gets a little, whatever. So then, let's fast forward, like, till he's, like, 2 or 3, he was fucking all my shit up. Like, I used to collect these, like, model cars, like, these, I don't remember the name of the brand, but they were, like, die-cast metal cars, like, they were, like, actual replicas of, like, actual cars, and they weren't cheap. They were, like, $20 a pop. That I remember, because, like, my mom used to give me a salary, like, not a salary, an allowance, and basically it was like $25 a week. So like every week I would go get a toy. I would get one of those cars for like $20. And I'm pretty sure there was a couple times she just brought some just because I wanted some. But I remember one day I came home from school and I had left them on my bed because then I was still playing with toys. Don't judge me. And he got to, he was walking or whatever, and he got to my toys, and, my models, and he fucked them all up. Took off all the wheels, broke the doors off. They had like little windshield wipers. He took those off. He fucked the shits up. I was so mad with him. Congratulations, Wes. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, you're not my little brother anymore. You're my little big brother. Is that right? I don't think I said that right. Either way, he's much bigger than me. He's like 6'3" and like, I think I weigh more than him now, but he's like 200 something pounds. He's a big guy. So I'm proud of him. Okay, next. I'm gonna do this first. I want to talk about the bad thing. So like I said, mentioned earlier, my channel got, earlier my channel got suspended for copyright infringement, and then I had to do like this, like, YouTube copyright, school thing. So basically, my account is on probation for 6 months, and I'm not happy about that. And honestly, I really don't understand why it's like. I mean, I read what they said, but I still don't understand why. Because I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but I did a reaction / review video for Beyonce's Formation, and I will admit, in the beginning of the video, I used 27 seconds of the allowed 30 seconds of the video. So it's only 27 seconds. So I'm like, 3 seconds under what they require. And then, not for nothing, I didn't even use the entire beginning of the video. I used like maybe like 15 seconds into the video. And then 27 seconds after that, of course. But the weird part for me is when I uploaded the video initially, the Saturday before Super Bowl Sunday, I checked, YouTube has this thing where you can check to see, like, does any of your video have, like, copyrighted material? And when I looked, it said nothing about that. I checked for the last 3 weeks, and it still kept saying nothing about that. Now, what I did notice is, that I've had been getting, like, my video got up to, like, something like 60,000 views, which I was, like, surprised, like, here I am, nobody, like, just coming out of nowhere, and all of a sudden I have a video with 60,000 views. And, like, I appreciate everyone who watched. But the thing is, like, I noticed that I was getting a lot of negative comments. Some directed towards Beyonce, but a lot of them directed towards me. So, I don't think I've ever really officially mentioned it on the vlog, but, and not that it really is any of your business, and nor do I really care anyway, but whether you guys know it or not, I am gay. Yes, I am a big old girl. But I noticed a lot of comments had something to do with that. Like, people called me a faggot, they called me a homo, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, first of all, it's 2016, if that's the best you can do, then you gotta come harder. Like, those are all things I've heard before, so it's whatever. So, I personally feel that, one of these internet trolls felt some kind of way that, that I guess my video was doing so well, that they decided to go report my video. Now, the reason why I say that is because I got the clip of the video that I used, I got from another YouTube channel that has the entire video in its entirety on their channel. So, of course, I was like, well, if I got a copyright infringement, did they get a copyright infringement too? Because they have the whole entire video, where I have only 27 seconds of the video. So, of course, I go to check to go see if their channel has the video still, and guess what? It is definitely still there. So, I'm very pissed at that. Okay, so let's talk about, something like that's really good. Let's change the whole mood. So as I mentioned, my best friend Caesar, his birthday was on the 2nd, and you guys, I did the video. You guys, seen the video. You guys seem to like it. Thanks to everyone who said happy birthday to Caesar. I definitely passed that love on to him. But what you guys don't know, which I couldn't share with you guys, only because he watches the vlogs. His boyfriend and we got together, and actually his boyfriend hit me up. He kind of was sneaky about it, not in a bad sneaky way, but like in a like I need your help kind of sneaky way. He wrote me on Facebook. Well, we're not friends on Facebook, so he found me on Facebook, which wasn't hard because me and Caesar are friends. He sent me a message. At first, I ignored the message. I didn't know who the fuck it was, because I don't know him. Not like that, at least. So, like, I knew his first name, I just didn't know his last name. So I was like, who the fuck is this sending me a message? So I was like, well, and normally, not for nothing, I normally ignore those messages from people who I'm not friends with, but something said to read this message and go on, which I need to start doing because I know that some people aren't following me or friends with me on Facebook, but they send me messages, like some of you guys. So I need to stop doing that. I need to actually just start reading all the messages. But he sent me a message like, hey, I need your help. This is so and so, he said Caesar's friend. And I need your help. His, birthday's coming up. At this point, it was maybe 2 weeks before my birthday even. He's like, his birthday's in a month, and I want to do something special for him. He said, but I don't. He said, I want to do this. I want to invite his mom down for a surprise party for his birthday, but I don't have his number. I have her number. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then it just dawned on me, I don't have her number either. So I'm like, shit. How do I get in contact with her? I was like, oh yeah, duh, I have the brother's phone number. So I go through my phone and I go look for his brother's phone number, and the number I thought I had isn't the number. So I'm like, okay, crap. I said, okay, no problem. I said, well, I know that he has an Instagram. I know he has a Facebook. At least I think he has a Facebook. So I was like, let me try Instagram first. No Instagram. He deleted his Instagram account. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, what freaking 19-year-old, or is he 18? Whatever. What teenager no longer has the Instagram? Get your life. So then I was like, oh, well, let me try Facebook. Again, nothing. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? What teenager has no social media? And I don't use Snapchat, which everybody keeps saying to get a Snapchat, but I just feel like that's too much work, especially since I do this. That's too much work. And then Twitter, he doesn't have a Twitter either. So I'm like, what the fuck? Who is off the grid that much? Excuse me. So what I had to do was I had to be really sneaky. So what happened? Okay, this is how it happened. So me and Caesar, we have this epic, 2-3 hour phone call at least once a week, where we talk about everything, catch up for the week and everything. And then we were talking, and I was like, you know what? I was like, hey, Caesar, I said, listen, I just realized something. I said, I have no, emergency contact information for your mom or your brother. I said, in case something happens to you. I said, what happens if, something happens and, I can't contact you or they can't contact you or whatever? How's that possible? I said, bitch, give me your mom's number and give me your brother's number. So while that's happening, his boyfriend is in the same room with him. So, and he's on another phone call. So I'm texting, so while I'm talking to Caesar, I'm hit him on Facebook. I'm like, okay, listen, get a pen and paper, right? He's gonna give me the number. He's like, oh my God, I can't find it. So he texts me I can't find a pen and paper. I said, well, you're on your phone, duh, put it in your phone. I said, but don't worry, I'll get it, and then if anything, I'll send it to you. So he's giving me the numbers and everything, and I'm like, okay, let me get going. It's time for bed, which it wasn't time for bed, but I was like, it's time for bed, and I'm gonna talk to you later. He's like, okay, cool, I gotta get in the shower anyway. So he gets in the shower, and I taped to his friend. I'm like, listen, I said, when he gets in the shower, give me, hit me up, and let's talk about this. So he gets in the shower maybe 20 minutes later, and I'm like, okay, this is the plan, this is the number, let me know what happens. And basically it was a success, and I have a video for you guys to see, so after this you guys will see the video. But yeah, I mean, that is it. It's a lot. You guys have a great day, enjoy, have a great weekend, and remember, be amazing.
Surprise!